Hey guys, and welcome back. We're playing Intertwine again. Hopefully, we'll have a couple more runs, but this game is so good. Alright, I always forget about that. Ever since we ran into each other, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. So, will you go out with me, Rose? Van, I'm sorry. I like you. I really do. But I'm not looking for a relationship right now. There was a tug in my chest as Van's face fell. I just think I need to focus on myself. Right person, wrong time and all that, you know? My lips quivered into a weak smile. Yeah, I get it. My dog literally didn't start barking until I started recording. It's ridiculous. Maybe when the time is right. Until then, try not to forget about me. I could never. What? As I blinked, sunlight flooded my vision. A dream? Why am I thinking about that now? That happened years ago. Wildflowers swayed in the wind as I groggily sipped on my drink, trying to shake off the memories dredged up from that dream. It had been years since I first saw images of this place, and since then I had saved all of my money to settle down here. I finally made it. Oh my goodness, my dog. By the way, my name is Buried Roses. I forget to tell people that. If you like my content, please like and follow. I would surely appreciate it. I stream on Twitch on Sundays. I try to start early in the day. I don't really have a time yet. And we at least upload one video a week. I want more, but I also I work full time. So once we figure things out, it'll be easier. If there's any dating sims you recommend, highly comment them down. I have other playthroughs I need to finish. I just keep finding games I really get hyper focused on, so I am very sorry. We'll get there eventually. It was an incredible feeling to finally see my dream come true. In fact, my entire life felt like a dream. In work, I had achieved the success I'd always dreamed of. In friendship, my circle was close and my relationships deep. And years of self-love had taught me how to give myself the happiness and freedom I always wanted. When it came to love, I have never felt any shortage. And yet, sometimes, in moments like this, I thought of that man from all those years ago, what it would be like to share these experiences with him. I wondered if he ever thought about me, if he ever found someone else. I didn't regret my decision. Everything I'd ever done led me to this moment. And yet, what would have happened if I had said yes? If I had 3 lives, I'd marry you in 2. The other, perhaps that life over there at Starbucks, sitting alone, writing a memoir, maybe a novel, or this poem. Friends to laugh with, and a man sometimes, for a weekend, to remember what skin feels like when it's alive. I'd walk the beach at sunrise, find perfect shell spirals, and suddenly pockmarks, water makes in the sand. I don't go to the ocean, I don't know. And I'd wonder sometimes if I'd ever found you. Sarah Russell. Ooh, there's another one. Well, we can't just end it at 3 minutes. I'm gonna follow the string into the next life. Let's go. Touch the string. Feel the string. Be the string. There we go. A red line stood out against a black and white canvas, connecting 2 figures being ripped away from one another. It was a famous piece created hundreds of years ago. Evidently, the artist was a well-known photographer before he painted this. But this became the piece he was known for. And it was the only painting he ever created. A delicate red string floated before her. A singular thought blackened any reason she had in that moment. Don't go. This is my first time seeing the painting in person, but it feels so familiar. I can see why it's famous. What a coincidence. Beside me, a handsome stranger admired the same painting. When I come here, I'm usually alone. Won't complain about a little company, though. You must be a big fan if you come here that often. It's a favorite. What do you think of it? I like it. For some reason, I feel connected to the piece. The red string in particular is my favorite part. It makes me feel hopeful, in a way. Over the loss and desperation, it was the feeling of hope that I held on to. I know what you mean. If you like this one, there are similar pieces in the museum, but if I'm being honest, this will always be my favorite. Personal bias. Well, I'd love to see your recommendations, especially if you come here often. It would be my pleasure. By the way, got a name I can call you? He extended his hand to me. Rose, and yours? I took his hand and shook it. Van. Where are you taking me? Van guided me forward, his hands gently resting on my shoulders. He chuckled near my ear. The sensation sent shivers down my spine. You want me to ruin the surprise? We've been together all these years, and you're still planning surprises like this? What could it be? The sound of padded grass with each step I took, a light floral scent, the subtle feeling of sun on my skin. Where were we? This one's different. I've wanted to do this for a while. A while? What are you... Oh. I gasped at the scene before me. Rolling hills loomed on the horizon. Lavender decorated the meadowed field. I know we said this vacation was because you were stressed, but didn't you wonder why I was so adamant about here? He gave my shoulders one light squeeze before joining my side. His eyes shone with excitement. Well, a little bit, considering you're usually so laid back. I've always wanted to take you here, to see this place. This was just the perfect opportunity. Here? Really? Why? Just been a dream of mine. You like it? I do, but I'd never talked about seeing a flower field. In fact, I wasn't sure I'd ever thought about visiting one, but it was breathtaking. I felt a sense of belonging, like I was meant to be here. How did you know I'd like this? Call it a gut feeling. Here, sit. He laid out a blanket and we both settled next to each other on the padded ground. Well, if there's anything I've learned from us dating, you always know me better than I know myself. I wouldn't be surprised if you knew me in another life. He flashed me a mischievous smile before taking in the view himself. We both quietly enjoyed the scene. When I peeked at him again, his eyes had taken on a distant expression. Rose. Yes? What if I told you I did? Did what? That I did know you in another life. As romantic as that is, no, it's not to be romantic. I mean, he averted his gaze with a rare look of uncertainty. Van? I'm about to tell you something, but don't think I'm weird. Van, you know you can trust me with anything. What is it? You know how I get those visions when I first touch someone? Yeah, like deja vu. Remember the feeling I got when we met? You said I felt like an old friend, like someone you had known your entire life. Yeah, and you did. But it also felt like more than that. I never told you how intense it was, but it was when we touched. I never felt anything like it was this rush of emotions, of falling in love, being in love, heartbreak, grief. It was like experiencing a past life together. Not like it. I think it actually did. Really? Our past life? If it was anyone else, I would brush them off. I'd call them crazy, then and there. After all, what Van said was ridiculous. But because he always listened to me, supported me, protected me, cherished me, showed me how pure and unselfish love can be. Because it was him, I wanted to believe him. You saw our past life together? What was it like? You believe me? Because it's you. He lit up with relief before engulfing me in his embrace. Whoa, easy there. You don't know how long I've been holding that in. Thought I was going to carry that to the grave. You're so dramatic. So, tell me more about this past life. He chuckled into my shoulder before stepping away. Which one? There's been so many. I have options? Yep, there was the first time we met, after centuries apart. In a couple lives, we hated each other before getting together. No way. You can be mean when you want to be. I bet you deserved it. You've also rejected me. I have? It's not a big deal. I'm over it. So then, we've actually shared a lot of past lives together. It's like we're soulmates. I stared at the scene before us, lost in my thoughts. It sounded cheesy when I said it out loud. And yet, being here with Van, surrounded by lavender, it felt right. That's what I thought when we met. I have a theory, actually. What is it? I have no way of proving it, but I like to think that the more lives we spend together, the more I remember next time we meet. Ever the romantic, I see. I've had a long time to think about this. How many years have we been together? I lost track at this point. Well, I've had that long to theorize. And you're gonna dump it all on me? Exactly. I never would have imagined you'd believe me. But you do. That's how I know we're soulmates. Cheesy. You said you liked cheesy pickup lines. When? A long time ago. You wouldn't remember. I shook my head, surprised at how naturally this conversation of past lives was going. I have to save. This one, I'm gonna have to see that. Do you ever think you ever forced me to be with you? Do you think if you knew we were soulmates but we weren't together, you would force me to be with you? Well, there's a dark thought. Hypothetically. Unless you already know from your glimpses in our past lives. Afraid I'm not that all-seeing. Maybe that's good. You won't remember all the times I brutally embarrassed myself in other lives. Think I've seen enough of your embarrassing moments in this lifetime. Hey! Kidding. But let's see. Would I force you to be with me? Can't remember a time I did. And I like to think I never have. But who knows? Love can be dangerous. Have you ever looked for me? Do you think you've ever looked for me? If you happen to know I was your soulmate or something? I thought about that question too. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I have. I'm sure even if we couldn't be together, I'd wonder how you were doing, how that life was treating you, things like that. Did you ever get tired of it? Tired of you? Tired of all of it? Of meeting me for the millionth time, or falling in love with me, being with me, losing me? You make it exciting. I'm gonna cry again. This game is too good. My chest felt warm. I didn't know if Van's words were true. Maybe I never would. But a love that transcended time. Someone who would choose me over and over. The idea of it would make even the most hardened skeptic, a hopeless romantic. Even now, you would still choose me? Always. You aren't bored of me? Never. So even in our next life, by your touch, I'll always be yours. As if to demonstrate his point, Yvonne traced his fingers over my cheeks. His gaze drifted over my features with the same unwavering devotion he always reserved just for me. Oh, this is so sweet. Time seemed to glow, slow. Sorry, I'm crying, I can't see. As I etched this moment into my memory. The twilight gray of his eyes, the gentle, callous touch, that earthy, comforting smell of pine. I didn't want to forget any of it. We leaned towards each other, pulled by the invisible string that would forever tether us together. I want to kiss him, obviously. Our lips met in an intoxicating kiss, one that somehow felt both familiar and exciting. His voice was a quiet murmur with a tenderness I would never get tired of. I love you, Rose. I would choose you in every lifetime. Would you choose me in every lifetime? Oh, we finished it. That was so good. I like his little tattoo. It was so good. Oh my god. There are other options in this game because you pick the flower field in the very beginning, and that's like where they keep bringing it back. So I think you have like 3 options to change things up a bit. I really love this. This was really good. It was beautiful. I hope they know that. I didn't mean to do it in 3 parts. If I had known the last part would have been short, I would have, you know, put it in the other one. But, I mean, you know, you get to see me cry 3 separate times. This was really good. I feel like, I hope they make other games, because I'm speechless. I didn't really like him, and then I just fell in love with him, because it was just, like, the writing, beautiful. The soulmate stuff, amazing. But, yeah. Please check out the official game on itch.io. Please give them some support. If they release any other games, I'm gonna go follow them on itch.io actually right now so I can see all the other stuff. But yeah, this game was amazing. Good job. I don't know if I should even tell you good job if it's even mattered, but this is amazing. Thank you so much for making this game. It was so good. Oh my god. Cause like I play a lot of dating sims. This one was so good. All right. Anyways, there wasn't even that many choices. It was just the writing was just beautiful, and some games don't have that. Like they don't have that. Like it doesn't feel real. This definitely was good. This was exactly what I like. I don't know if you will, but I loved it. Anyways, I stream every Sunday. I try to upload a video once a week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your favorite dating sim. I love you guys very much. I'll see you in the next video.